guys, it's Jen at the Wheelhouse, and I had a very powerful line pop into my head today, and it was, I will not abandon my dreams in order to alleviate your stress. And that's probably ringing true for some of you in things in your life right now. Maybe people that are pushing you in a different direction, pushing you in the direction of fear, pushing you, in the things that are logical or make sense to the old paradigm and the old belief system here on planet Earth and in humanity. And you're really trying to step out, or you're not trying to. You are stepping out into the path of your soul, the path of your heart, and doing so bravely. So you may see people doing this to you, but please notice that actually that sentence applies to your ego, right? It's going from the soul to the ego, and everything is a mirror. So it's all about bravely turning away from that chattery, fear-based ego mind and saying, no, I'm not listening to that anymore. And I'm going to bravely take the path of my intuition, take the path of my heart, and take the path that I feel guided to take, that lights up my heart, right? That I'm passionate about. And that is the path that you're supposed to take. And the rest is just the ego trying to feel safe. And you'll see that reflected to you in the people around you, in the things that they're saying, and the things that are happening to you. I mean, I even have to giggle because this morning my mind had sort of figured out a way that something was going to be paid for. And the rug was just completely pulled out on that this morning. And I giggled because, it was the mind, it was the ego thought it had it all figured out, right? And meanwhile, on the things that I didn't have all figured out, that I didn't know how we're going to get paid or what was going to happen with them, things have just shown up, and in miraculous ways that I can't even tell you, that are just almost funny. That I was guided here to do this and guided here to do this, and then everything kind of played out in this really amazing way, and everything was taken care of. And that's how things will work. It's being open to those miracles, being open to that magic, and not trying to figure it out, because the things that you're trying to figure out, or you think you have it figured out, it'll all collapse out from under you right now, because that's just, the lessons that we're learning right now, or for most of us, it is just part of the lesson that we need to have faith. We need to let go, right? We need to surrender. We can't let the ego drive, and we can't be driving in fear and figuring it out and having a game plan or a backup plan or whatever it is. Let it all go and just trust, like truly step fully into that belief and that faith in miracles, and that things are going to come together for you even when you can't figure it out, and you shouldn't figure it out. So notice that, and notice that if people are pushing that button with you, to stand strong in your faith, stand strong in that belief, and to trust in that, and even use what I just said, that line, to them in the most loving and compassionate way. Having an open-hearted discussion about it if you feel to, but by all means, do notice though that those things are coming up because it's a reflection, right? Everything in our world is a reflection of where we're at. Everything that we're seeing or exposed to, or people in our lives, or what they're saying to us, or things that are happening, is all a reflection. It's all a mirror. So just instead of getting upset to what people are doing or saying or what's going on in the world, instead look inward. What are your beliefs? So how is your ego trying to hang on and feel safe? What is it trying to control? What is it doing? And let it go. I know that personally lately I've had to just really monitor my mind very carefully, and every time I see it going to sort of a low vibrational thought pattern or fear, or trying to figure things out, I quickly push it out of my mind. And I personally send it to Archangel Zadkiel. You can do whatever you want. Like if you want someone to back you up, Zadkiel is a great one, but you can certainly send it to your guides, to your higher self, to God, however you want to do that. But the minute you see those thoughts or that energetic coming up in you, quickly just shoving it out of your mind. Shove it out of your mind. Or nope, and just shove it out of your mind. And, you know, like I said, if you want to give it to a divine being or your higher self, that's great. Do that. But I'm noticing that that's helping me a lot, because the minute I notice it, it's nope, out. So hopefully that helps. But do notice what the mirror is showing you in your life right now, and where you need to manage that ego mind more and step more into your freedom, step more into your faith, and really surrendering, and again, believing in the magic, believing in the miracles and the mystery of life and the synchronicities. Because the more I let down, you know, my ego guard and just be curious and open, and I feel to go to the bank right now, and I feel to do this, and you know, I don't know if that's gonna work, or whatever you feel, just go, just trust, you know. Don't let the ego mind start figuring it out, saying, oh no, that's never gonna work, or whatever. Just be very aware. There's those multiple voices in your head, and sometimes there's outside voices too, so get those out if they're toxic voices. But get it out, clean up the mind, and really hone that intuition, that divine compass, that heart-centered compass, and your, you know, that divine alignment, that divine union of the inner self. So I hope that helps. Have a great day.